did you start? When did you feel that martial arts was your calling? And do you also do coordination for other shows?
I worked with Mel Swope for plays. He's an award-winning director. He's a two-time Golden Globe award-winning director, and I choreographed fight scenes for him sometimes. But Avatar was the first time I ever did anything with any kind of animation. It was my first experience.
Did you like it?
I really enjoyed it. It was, I had a great time at taking apart my art and trying to apply it to a character that was in my head. And there's something I'd like to say about that. I purposely did not watch any of the show until it was over, because I had an idea in my head that I didn't want to be changed or disturbed. Because it was working so well, I did not want to be influenced by the show. I wanted to keep that image in my head of who I thought Toph was.
Wow. That really applies to her character. I mean, we all love Toph.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a fan of the fans too, that's why.
Yeah.
Before we move on to the guest speakers who do the voice acting, do you have questions for Kisu, Manuel and Sifu Kisu?
I know, I talked to you about this now, but I thought it'd be interesting for everybody else to know, but style-wise, between the first series and the second, Korra Airbender, what was the difference as far as, like, was there anything special for the league fighting-wise or anything like that?
It's a really, really good question.
Oh, thank you.
When we first began the show, we wanted to give the show at least the magical bendings of place and reality. And so we felt that, you know, rather than just twinkle your nose and something would happen, a boulder flash through the air, like some movie that I won't name. We wanted to come from somewhere and go to, and have an essence in its origin and creation. And so we were very specific about the hung guard, which is a very strong style with stout people. You get really like bodybuilder big from doing hung guard. So there we were. And airbending, I had just learned Bagua at the time, so we wanted to do something really light and kind of airy. And applied that to each one of those. And then when we came to the second season, the creators wanted to broaden our base and make it more dynamic. I'm getting old after all, but so we brought in the tricking kids that did the aerobatic stuff, some of the nice spinning stuff for the pro bending, and I think it was Jeremy Humphreys, who was a crazy MMA fighter and a vegetarian. Mac Danzig, thank you very much. And that's, if you don't know, that's the magnificent Bill Rinaldi who films everything that we do in the show. Yes, Hampton.
When you get the when you start to demonstrate for the audience, can I be your punching bag?
You can be his punching bag.
Actually, we already have somebody in mind, because last year, if you recall, we had a young Toph come up. So we'll definitely have somebody younger and smaller that will fit in that area. But actually, who else has a question?
Whatever.
We can go with another Kyoshi. Are you Kyoshi or are you also?
I'm Kyoshi too. It's all in the headdress. When you were developing like the other branches of bending, like sand bending, metal bending, blood bending, that whole branch, did you guys have to change the style at all, or were you guys able to still apply the same martial arts?
When we did blood bending, that's a subject very close to my heart. That was a really creepy episode. We literally used the moves from traditional Tai Chi, like this pressing down movement, looked kind of like creepy, and that's where we got the hand in hands from. Was the what's that move called, Tai Chi, brother?
Grasping the sea cucumber at the bottom of the sea.
Grasping the sea cucumber at the bottom of the sea.
Use your imagination.
Silver hat.
All right. So I am a martial artist as well, and I know like the struggle it is to to rise up and to hone your skill. So I know everyone's been asking about the styles. I want to know, how did you two get your start in martial arts in the first place?
I got beat up a lot when I was young. We moved into a rough neighborhood very early on when we just come to this country. And I went through a lot of rough struggles, and so I was sent off to karate school. And got a chance to learn how to own my own space, more or less, not necessarily defend myself. And got deeply involved in it for self-defense, and then one day I looked up and I could defend myself, and I started to branch out into the esoteric part of it and the healing part of it, and I was not looking for a job on television. I was minding my own business in my backyard in LA, teaching a small group of people, and this kid started talking to me about some TV show he wanted. I was like, yeah, right, buddy, get out of my face. And he came with the storyboards for this, and like seriously, if you want to know how you want to live your dreams in this life, do what you love. Nothing else. Don't worry about where your money's going to come from, or your fame or fortune. Do what you love. That's all I was doing, minding my own freaking business, and now I'm sitting here talking to you.
My story's been similar. I grew up in East Harlem, New York City. 99 for Lexington, when Spanish Harlem was Spanish Harlem. There wasn't too many Mexicans there. There were mostly Puerto Ricans, not the Mexicans.
I have to say this. He learned his kung fu the hard way from a Chinatown mafia hitman. I can see that because he's dead now.
My teacher was a very formidable person. I learned in Chicago, Chinatown, when I came to Kung Fu, but my martial arts starting was my mother. She put me in the martial arts just like Kisu's family did, because I lived in a very rough time in a very rough neighborhood. And my first martial art was karate. I have a second-degree black belt in Shito-ryu karate. That's how I started. And then later on into judo. And finally, when I moved, of all places, to the cornfields of the Midwest, Hoffman Estates, Illinois, there was a little Chinese restaurant, and that's where I got my beginnings of Kung Fu. If you can believe that, that's how it happened. That's how it happened. I asked the man that was cooking fried rice.
Who would like to see some moves from these two gentlemen?